Lovely. So we are coming up gradually. This how to add arc here. Now to add arc, I need to know which view I am right now. To get a perfect arc, let me go to my front view. Now if you select front view, you see the view. Okay, I'm going to drag it. Look at it. See the front view. Isn't it lovely? See how my work is. I've not even done the elevation. It's giving me the elevation from 3D. Okay, so I want to put arc here in these three places. There will be one here. Okay, 1 1 1, I think so. Let's do that right now. So what I do is this. Let me turn to this. So I'll use rectangle to measure, or let's change as usual. Let's change the color to another color. Let's see magenta this time around. It's not the reason is so that I'll be able to differentiate which is which. And I think it starts from this point to this point. Now I'll click on this guy and move it down. That being the case, let me draw it again there, because I'm not too sure what I'm seeing. I'm just going on assumption. Let me assume it's from here to this side. So let me go back to southeast isometric view and see maybe the line is on top. If the line is on top, that means I'm correct. So you can see I'm not correct. Definitely I'm wrong. Maybe I should draw my line right from here, from this point, and end it here. Good. You can see the way it is here. It's very wrong. So I'll go back to my front view. I'll offset to 300 downward. 300. Now I need to add arc here. I need to know because you can imagine this is extruded, all these ones are extruded, so it will not enable me to see where I'll draw my arc, or how to draw my arc. That's a very big problem, folks. So we need to understand this. So what I'll do now is that I will select this. Look at it. I'm going to select all of them. Copy outside. I'm going to work on it outside. Now let's go back to southeast isometric view. Look at it. It is outside, so I'll work on it here, then I'll go back to apply. Now how do I do that? Let me select and explode. So I want to have lines. I'll erase all this. I want to have lines there. So I erase all the block, leaving lines only. I don't want to see any 3D. Can you see? I'm only going to be using the rectangle as a base for me to draw my arc. Now I don't need all these ones. You can see how tricky it is. Now I'll go back to top view. Let me go to top view. I don't seem to find this object. Let me go back to southeast isometric. Maybe it is still there. Okay, it's here. Let me move it to this side. Move. Okay, then change the color. Let me change the color to by layer. Then top view. Sorry, not top view, front view. Okay, I think that's the reason why I didn't see it. I went to top view. So front view now. Now this is still a block object. Let me select and explode it. I think it is now like a single object. Okay, I'll now draw a rectangle over it. This 3D is kind of terrible. You need to be careful. Now that I have it, so this area is going to be arc. This area is going to be arc. Let's go back to the floor plan and the elevation. Let's see. Okay, you can see there's arc here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to the floor plan and check. Maybe it's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have 4, but in my own case here I'm having just 1. Okay, I think now I can now see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no problem. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll go back to the front view. I'm going to make sure that they are arranged in a uniform way. I have to divide this into equal parts. I think that's what my friend tried to achieve. Let me go back to my southeast isometric view. First, correct it there. So these things, they are supposed to be in the middle, but I'm not putting them in the middle. I can only have 1, 2 arc. Then this side, I don't think there's arc there. So how would that be possible? Let me just do a little gimmick by moving this one. Click on move, pick it from this point, and dropping it here. Let's see if that does it. I think it's fair. Do the same thing here. Drop it here. Let's go to front view and see. To see if okay, not really in the middle because of this side. This side looks smaller and these two sides look big, but there's no problem. All well and good. Let's leave it like that. Now I'll do the same thing here. If you remember what I did, I was able to move this from this point to here. So let me remove this guy, and I did the same thing here. Let's explode it first so that I can apply. Click on it, move it from this point to this point. That's all I did. So I'm going to select this guy, erase it. So I'll draw a rectangle over it. Now I haven't done that. I'll draw my arc, but before I draw my arc, I must be able to put it in a particular middle. So let's start from here. I'll draw a rectangle here. So I'll go to arc, watch. This is my arc, it starts from here. The reason why I drew the rectangle, so that I'll be able to make use of the middle point of that rectangle. Okay, so there's one rectangle here, I got midpoint. Here, if I did not draw a rectangle, if I start from here, I'll not get the midpoint. Okay, so that's why I'll erase it and start all over by drawing a rectangle here, so that I'll use the rectangle as a reference point. Draw another one here. This thing is very funny. You need to understand it, please. So I'm using the midpoint of the rectangle to form my arc. Do the same thing here. Now I haven't done that. I will now complete it. I think I can remove the rectangles now and all these other ones. I don't need them anymore. I'll remove them. I have my perfect arc. I can use line to complete it here. Do the same thing here. Complete it. Now I want to be sure it's only. So now that I have it, I can now go to this point, convert to boundary, new, select everything, right click, pick point. So I'll convert this one to compound object, right click when I'm done. I'll now go to southeast isometric. I don't need to convert this one. It doesn't really matter because I already have my southeast isometric view. Now I'll come to this point here and extrude this arc. I'm not seeing my compound object arc. I don't know if it has worked. Let me select this and erase. That means it did not work. Let me go back to front view. Let me go back to front view. And these guys might be responsible for my problem. I'll erase them. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I think I have it already. Because of those guys that were showing. So let me erase this and see. I have a compound object here. I don't know if this one worked. I think this last one did not work. This worked. Okay, it's only. Okay, it even worked. Yeah, I did. So I'll go back to southeast isometric view and apply extrude. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I think what is responsible, let me change the view. Let me go to this view here. Oh, okay, this is it. I have seen them. Look at where they are hiding. Okay, I was looking at this one. I'll erase them. That's why if you have too many work, they will be distorting your work. Now I'll apply extrude to these 3 objects, or 4 objects rather. Then move inside and type 150 as the height of extrusion. Okay, so if I shade now, look at it, what I get. I'm not seeing it hidden. I'll go back to 2D wireframe. It's inside. The block walls are blocking them. So I'll copy all of them together and select all of them together rather, and click on move. Now I need to be careful where I pick from. First of all, identify where I want to place them. Okay, I think I can use this side as the base point to drop. So if I'm going to be using that side, I'll now come to this edge here, click on this edge, then carry it to this side and drop. Let me apply my shade and see. So you can see it's very lovely. Now I'm going to erase this. I can erase the original lines because they are true with their job. If not, they will affect my work. So that's one of the ways rather to add arc to our drawing. There are other ways, but this is one of the simplest way of adding arc to our drawing. The next thing is there's an handrail here. The next thing is for us to add Andre. So look at my work, isn't it beautiful? Let's for now, I don't want to union. I would have loved to apply union command, but I don't want to apply union yet. So follow me as I lead.